0 serve 0. Stop 1. 0 0. Short. Second serve.
Point. And we are back.
1 serve 0. Short.
Score here is 1 serve 0. This is the qualifying match between Luis Cordova and Eric Hillgren. Look at that shot right there, inside out from Eric Hillgren.
Zero serves 1.
Score is 0 serves 1. Referee, you can hear, is Eric Plummer. This is truly a family event.
Side out. 1 serve 0.
Score is 1 0. Cordova serving to Hillgren.
Short.
Cordova was 1 and Hillgren 0. 1 game to 25.
Second serve.
You have to win by 2. These guys, they actually have played before, and Eric Hillgren defeated Luis Cordova. That was in the collegiates, 21 to 19, 21 to 18. Look at that get right there from Luis Cordova, dump re-kill.
Point. 2 serve 0.
Score now 2 0.
Short. Second serve.
Big ol' rally here.
Side out.
And a side out called.
0 serves 2.
0 serves 2.
Point. 1 serves 2.
1 serves 2. Big setup for Eric Hillgren, and he checks it up into that corner. Wonder how many balls these guys are going to break in this tournament. Hitting the ball as hard as they can, and then as soon as Eric takes a little off, he hits it in the ground.
Serves 1. Replay. Two serves 1.
Luis Cordova from Chihuahua, Mexico. He lives in El Paso, goes to UTEP, trying to major in business.
Side out.
And the crowd likes that rally there from Eric Hillgren and Luis Cordova.
1 serves 2.
1 serves 2 is the call from referee Eric Plummer. It's Eric Hillgren serving from Springfield, Missouri.
Side out.
Luis Cordova's father is his coach. Introduced him to the game.
2 serves 1.
His biggest tournament win was in 2011, just earlier in the year in April, when he qualified in Tucson, Arizona at the WPH Handball Classic. He said moving up in the rankings motivates him to keep playing handball.
1 serves 2.
1 serves 2. We go to 25. You have to win by 2, and we play all bad bounces here.
Side out. Two serves 1.
2 serves 1.
Replay.
Both of those guys just hitting the same shot back and forth for a few times, and we had a replay.
2 serves 1.
2 serves 1. Luis Cordova in the blue shirt serving to Eric Hillgren in the black. And there's a kill shot in that right corner. Eric's got a ton of power.
One serves 2.
1 serves 2. Eric's next door neighbor introduced him to the game of handball. They played in the driveway against a chimney back in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Contact. Thank you.
Very nice call from Eric Hillgren right there.
Replay. 1 serves 2. Point. Two serves 2.
2 serves 2. That's a shot Eric wants back, and you can hear the crowd here giving the oohs and the ahs.
2 serves 2.
Scoreboard powered by Zions, the official sports drink of the UFC.
Second serve.
During the next timeout, we'll have a little exclusive interview with Eric Plummer, brother of Jake, as he has the headset on. Eric Hillgren using an Irish whip there. It's not an American traditional shot. Don't know where he learned
2
that.
serves 2.
2 serves 2. I have to talk to Eric Hillgren about that Irish whip. So surprised these guys haven't broken ball yet. They're hitting it as hard as they can.
3 serves 2.
3 serves 2. This is the Race for 8, sponsored by Simple Green. Serving is Eric Hillgren.
Point. 4 serves 2. Side out. Hey, Jim, you want to hand them a towel?
You're watching the 2011 Simple Green Race for 8. And the broadcast sponsored by First Star Sports, where you can up your game and play just like the pros. First Star Sports online at firststarsports.com/WPH. Talked to Eric Hillgren and asked him how he prepared for competition, and he said that he runs and does interval cycling. He also plays handball. He said his favorite handball player of all time was Tate Severa. He said very few flaws in that guy's game.
All right. 2 serves 4.
2 serves 4. Luis Cordova serving to the big E, Eric Hillgren.
Hold up!
It's a good call, fast call from the referee. The floors up here have been recently redone.
2 serves 4. No, short. Second serve. Point. Three serves 4.
3 serves 4.
Point.
The Simple Green race for 8 is on the air right now. We appreciate the fact that you've tuned in to this inaugural Pro Stop season. John Bike was the first one this morning to qualify when he defeated 49-year-old Dan Armijo. And then Charlie Shanks took down our referee, Eric Plummer. Now it's Cordova versus Hillgren.
4 serves 4. Point.
I purposely left the score out of that Shanks Plummer score line.
5 serves 4.
I'm a nice guy. 5 serves 4. I would have scored 2, and that's exaggerating.
Side out.
Against Charlie Shanks, who looked like one of the best players I've ever seen in my life today.
4 serves 5.
4 serves 5. Hillgren serving to Luis Cordova. Luis Cordova's favorite player of all time is Sean Lenny. Eric Hillgren says he likes Toddy Severa. Can't go wrong with either.
Point. Five serves 5. Short. Second serve. Nice hustle.
Luis Cordova flying all over the court here.
Six serves 5.
6 serves 5.
Side out. Five serves 6. Point.
Now we're all together.
6 serves 6.
At 6 with Cordova serving to Eric Hillgren. Here's a huge setup for Cordova and puts a lot of power into that. Instead of going down for the kill shot, he tried to go for the 2-wall pass, and the ball's still into play now.
It's just the first thing that
Look at that get right there from Eric Hillgren. Does not make the front wall. Ball checks up on left side wall.
It's hustle.
I don't see.
Listen for the score.
7 serves 6. Point. Eight serves 6.
Score is 8-6. Wow, nice get right there from Cordova. Eric does a tomahawk. I don't believe Cordova would have got it, but a referee's
going to
replay that. You saw the result of the ball. The ball cracked out on the left wall. He couldn't have got it even if he would have tried to get there. Small complaint from Eric Hillgren. He knows there was contact.
8 serve 6.
8 serve 6.
8-6.
Normally, Dave Fink and myself are really tough on the referees, but they're standing 2.5 feet away from you. And they're bigger than you.
Point.
Kind of tone it down a little bit. There's a point from Luis Cordova. Slight chance, I guess. Don't know what's going on here. Oh, there we go. Now it seems like we've got a better connection. A little bit more clear in the booth here. You're watching the First Star Sports live broadcast of this Race for 8 event between Eric Hillgren and Luis Cordova. Earlier, John Bike qualified. So did Charlie Shanks.
Nine serve 6.
That's a referee's call of 9-6.
Yep.
Almost an unbelievable shot right there from Eric Hillgren. Now it's 10-6. 1 game to 25, win by 2.
10 serve 6. Side out. Okay, that's your first.
And a side out called from Eric Hillgren. Now you're watching the Race for 8, sponsored by Simple Green, brought to you by First Star Sports and the Scoreboard, powered by Zions, streaming live at racefor8.com. My name is Dave Vincent. We appreciate the fact that you have tuned in to this live broadcast today from Peak Health and Wellness in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. This is the Jake Plummer Family Hell of a Handball Bash, Part 4, here in the Great Pacific Northwest. You know, the Inner City Handball Association has been helping teens learn and enjoy handball for the past 20 years. Well, it's true. And if you send in a donation today to the ICHA, and help the Inner City Handball Association continue its work for another 20 years. Or online at ICHA.org. Watch the commercials on this live webcast, live broadcast that we're providing today, and you'll see exactly what the ICHA is doing for the sport of handball. GAA Handball has it going on. In fact, outstanding junior handball programs, arguably the best players in the world, are part of what makes the GAA Handball stand apart from the rest. They're at gaahandball.ie. See for yourself. Stay tuned also for upcoming news and information about the 2012 World Handball Championships to be held in Ireland. Go on the website. They've got a great new press release regarding some great developments where all of the matches will be held in one location with portable courts that they're building for the World Championships. It's going to be truly amazing. It's going to be in Ireland in 2012, June, matter of fact. Go to their website, check it out.
How are your gloves doing, Eric? You see your gloves. What do you think, Dave?
I would have taken them off when he called the timeout.
All right, they're all right. Keep going. Time in, 6 serves 10.
Next timeout called, those things are coming off. 6 serves 10.
Side out.
Is it bad when your smartphone tells you that it's running in safe mode?
10 serve 6.
Got safe mode coming up on my smartphone here, which means hard for DV to text and talk at the same time.
Nice hands.
Good left corner kill from Eric Hillgren.
Six serves 10. Side up. 10, serve 6. Point. Eleven, serve 6.
11 serve 6. Nice pass shot
Point.
right there from Luis Cordova.
12, serve 6.
12 serve 6.
Skip.
Now it's 13 to 6.
13, serve 6. Point.
Saw Cordova go down. Eric come in down on one knee to try to bring that ball into a kill shot position and hit the ball into the ground. It's not exactly what he wanted to have happen there. The score is starting to creep forward for Luis Cordova. You watch the replay here on the screen. There it is. Eric Hillgren just kind of upset with himself. Now Eric's looking at his gloves, wanting to have a glove change.
14, serve 6.
Score is 14 to 6. They're definitely wet. Nice shot right there from
Side
Eric
out.
Hillgren. Now a little show of emotion from the Big E.
6, serves 14.
6 to 14.
Point.
Eric Hillgren is starting to get a little emotional out there. That's when
You
he
better
seems-
change those.
Okay, 2-minute timeout being called here from the referee. A smart call. Gloves are wet on both sides. 2 minutes starting right now. We'll have a quick break
you have,
here at
7,
racefor8.com.
serves
We'll
14.
be back in just a bit. Stick with us. And we are back. The
7
time is in.
serves 14.
Seven to 14. You're watching this feed in high definition, courtesy of First Star Sports and the World Players of Handball, streaming at racefor8.com. If you can, today is a free day, so tell your friends to tune in. I know back at the office, you've been talking about handball for years, and everyone kind of giggles. Here's a setup for Eric Hillgren, and he rolls it out,
Point.
dead center. Well, this is your chance. Tell your friends.
8 serves 14.
If you can repost on Twitter or Facebook the link, let everybody watch. Tomorrow will be a paid day. Boy, that was a ball that just skimmed over that line. Eric Hillgren's going to go down the right. Just missing his shots.
Side out.
And as Eric looks back at this match on when we put it on demand, you'll see that he can make those shots a little closer to the right wall.
14 serves 8.
See Eric lift his hands there. He's telling the referee, I want more time. I get 10 seconds, man. That's not exactly what he would have said, but I threw the man part in there. Here's a huge setup.
Side out.
Good quick call from referee Eric Plummer.
8 serves 14.
Not only did Eric defeat Cash, Matt Heiber back in the
Short.
mid-90s at a pro qualifier, he's also a very good ref.
Second serve.
Second serve. Although Matt Heiber does have good hair. That's
Side
just
out.
a terrible miss hit right there from Eric Hillgren. No clue what Eric was doing there.
14 serves 8.
14 serves 8.
Point.
Make that 15 to 8, 10 points away, and Luis Cordova will get his second qualifier. There will be 4 qualifiers. Then they'll have a blind draw tonight. The first name that we pull out of the hat will get Dave Fink. Will it be Eric Hillgren or Luis Cordova pulling Dave Fink in the first round? Could happen. And then the next person will get Tommy Little. And then Armando Ortiz.
15 serves 8.
And Andy Nett. In that order.
Side out. Okay.
Now this is part of Hillgren's game here.
8 serves 15.
He starts talking to the ref more about things that really don't make much sense. It's a
Short.
Eric trying to fist pump it to sell the short call.
Second serve.
The ball was short by about 4 inches. Going to give a little forewarning to the referee that things are going to start getting tight from this point on. These players are both very intense.
Skip. Fifteen serves 8.
Score is 15 to 8.
Point.
Listen for the score. See what the referee's going to call here. I guess
That's your second timeout,
the
Eric.
timeout called from Eric Hillgren. You're watching the 2012 Simple Green Race for 8 provided by First Star Sports and Zions, the official sports drink of the UFC. There's a whole bunch of other sponsors out there like Mesh, Clark, and Rothschild attorneys. You've been in a bind since 1957. Mesh, Clark, and Rothschild have built a reputation as a leading law firm in Tucson, Arizona, with experienced attorneys backed up by a knowledgeable group of paralegals and staff. They provide exceptional guidance and representation for a vast array of issues and topics. They're online at mcrazlaw.com, mcrazlaw.com. I know that there's a lot of handball-friendly businesses out there. Well, this is one of them. Get a hold of Doug Clark or contact us at weplayhandball@cs.com, and we will put you in touch with any of the sponsors that you hear on the live webcast. But certainly during this broadcast, you're going to hear that name, Doug Clark, a few times. If you're in a bind when it comes to legal issues, he is very handball friendly, and he will help you out. TB Pinnock & Sons, a 5th-generation family-owned construction company breaking new ground since 1905. Visit Mark Pinnock, national champion handball player, and the rest of the crew at tbpinnock.com. That's tbpinnock.com. I want to thank Fred Schoner and Fairbridge Inn Express, Post Falls, Idaho, offering free Wi-Fi, free breakfast buffet, and a pool/hot tub that's 24 hours a day, just to name a few. Fairbridgeinn.com. That's where the crew from the WPH is staying. Well, some of us. Some are staying at Jake Plummer's cabin. I guess you could say this event is also brought to you by The Cabin in Coeur d'Alene.
All right, time in. 16 serves 8.
16 serves 8. We're going to 25.
Short.
Going to 25, you have to win by 2.
Second serve. Point. Seventeen serves 8. Hold up.
There was contact. Eric wants to kind of get on the ref for that, but not much you can do.
Replay. 17 serves 8.
Referee doesn't want Eric to get injured on his backswing. Called it as quick as possible. Here's a setup for Eric. Takes it off the back wall, goes down the right, just missing his shot down the right wall. And another miss hit. He wants to look at that ball to see if it's wet. 18 serves 8.
18 serves 8. Replay.
The ball might not have made it to the front wall, but you just never know. Certainly had enough zip to it.
18 serves 8.
18 serves 8. 7 points away from Luis Cordova qualifying for the second time now in 2 consecutive tournaments. We all knew he would eventually when we saw him playing at
Side out.
10 and 11 years old. We knew he'd be a future qualifier, and he's already done it once.
8 serves 18. Hit you, replay.
I kind of contend if that ball hits you, then yeah, that's unavoidable. You're standing right in front of the guy.
8 serves 18.
It's almost best not to say it hit you. And I kind of half-heartedly mean that. And if it does hit you, it must be unavoidable because you're standing right in front of him. Nice shot right there from Eric Hillgren. There's a point. Eric trying to get that crowd working up. Very quiet crowd today. They were more loud
9 serves 18.
in that first round. But we have just as many people here.
Nice. Point.
Nice serve.
I thought it was good.
If we can see that on the replay, we'd see it. I don't know.
It's a point.
I saw it good as well.
10 serves 18.
Take a look at that ball.
Side out.
Usually that fist pump from Eric Hillgren shows you that the ball wasn't good. If we can go back one more time. Replay powered by Zions, the official sports
18
drink
serves 10.
of the UFC.
Side out. 10 serves 18.
10 serves 18. Eric making a couple unanswered points here.
Short. Second serve. Short. Eighteen serves 10.
Strange bounce right there. That ball just slowing down the deeper it got. Cordova's very dangerous in the front court. Hillgren's got to keep him back. Eric gets out of the way, and he's going to get up and not be able to get to that ball in time. And there is a point. As we look at the replay here, Eric goes down. He has to get out of the way. If he stands up, it's unavoidable, and that replay brought to you by First Star Sports. We do have replay available, Eric, as you saw that. We actually do allow referees to look at the replay to overturn or to make a decision.
$19 serves 10.
Score 19-10.
Beautiful.
The crowd likes that, but that's just sort of one of Eric's shots. That's
10 serves 19.
I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but that's just sort of what Eric does. Although it was a nice shot. Look at that beautiful pass. That deserves a round of applause from the crowd, but you're not going to get it. That was more of a beautiful shot than the other one.
19 serves 10. Skip.
Ball had a strange sound to it, and it skipped in. Eric Hillgren serving at 10-19.
10 serves 19.
This is actually one of the marquee matches of the tournament here.
Side out.
You have to get Eric Hillgren to
19 serves 10.
force Cordova to stay in the back court. There, see, that's Eric going between the same. This is just what he does. It's his shot. The crowd thinks it's the best thing they've ever seen until they watch him play and see that he does it 10 times in a match.
Side out.
A lot of side outs in this game.
Ten serves 19. Point.
It's a nice let up from Eric Hillgren. He gets the point there. Now 11-19. Change up. I called
11
it
serves 19.
Called it a let up. It was kind of like a mixture between tennis talk and baseball talk in one. Nice diving get right there from Cordova, who dives over. Eric's going to go up to the front. That ball's going to make it. Crowd's liking this right now. Look at this. This ball back to the front wall. Cordova's committed to this rally.
All right. Nice hustle.
Cordova committed to the rally. He had to go all out, or else everything else he did earlier just wouldn't have made sense.
That's your first.
And there's a timeout justified from Luis Cordova. Eric Hillgren now within striking distance at 12-19. You're watching the WPH live webcast and broadcast of the First Star Sports rendition of the Race for 8, which has been brought to you by Simple Green. This is the first stop of the year as we look at that instant replay right here. In high definition, first dive from Eric Hillgren. Eric comes back, tried to do something amazing back there, just couldn't get his hand on it. I want to thank Tucson Rolling Shutters for their sponsorship of the broadcast that we have here today. Locally owned, nationally known. When I say locally, I'm talking about Tucson, Arizona. It's part of their name. They manufacture the finest retractable products to improve the security, the energy efficiency, comfort, privacy of your home and business. You can see for yourself at TucsonRollingShutters.com. Quite often you'll see that their name pops up during instant replays. They have provided that function for us, which is something new. Also want to talk about the Dave Chapman Handball.com website, where you can get your DVDs from his latest instructional video and find out more about his Vegas Elite Camp that's coming up in December, where he gives one-on-one attention. Go to DaveChapmanHandball.com, sponsoring the live broadcast today.
Time in. 12 serves 19.
There's a slight momentum shift to Eric Hillgren here.
Point.
And another point. That one he pounded right at Cordova. The great Stuffy Singer said to me, as I wait for the score,
13 serves 19.
that the tall guys are the ones that have troubles if you hit the ball right at them. And you see with Cordova, Eric gets a lot of points when he just pounds them right at Cordova. That's a beautiful shot. Eric dives back in. Cordova gets to the front. Eric will get to it.
Side out.
And he hits it into the ground.
Nice hustle.
Crowd likes it, though. Both of these guys going all out. They both want to qualify. Cordova flying all the way from Mexico to get here.
19 serves 13.
Maybe even a further flight for Eric Hillgren coming from Springfield, Missouri. And then
Skip.
he hits another ball into the ground. Now at 20-13. 5 more points and Cordova qualifies. As we have a quick towel time out here at the Peak Health and Wellness in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Put your IT problems in their hands. Synetra. They take a comprehensive approach to solving your everyday IT problems. That's S-Y-N-E-T-R-A, Synetra, at Synetra.com. No matter how much IT knowledge you have, they use proven technology to help you with your business, solving IT problems and challenges like yours for 25 years. Synetra, S-Y-N-E-T-R-A.com. And this broadcast would not even be here if not for MineSight Software Solutions from Mintech, global software service provider for the mining industry. Check them out at minesight.com. M-I-N-E site.com.
All right. 20 serves 13.
Score is 20-13. It's 1 game to 25. You have to win by 2. It's going to be a tough ball if it hits that side wall. Doesn't. See the ball gradually going down. Almost contact there. And a side out. A lot of congestion, a lot of tight play between these two. Getting a little physical out there.
Thirteen serves 20.
Score is 13-20. Down by 7 is Eric Hillgren.
Side out.
Another side out. Eric Hillgren says that his favorite athlete is Rafael Nadal. He said his athleticism is remarkable.
.20, serves 13. Side out. Okay.
What is he asking you, ref?
Louder.
Be louder.
13, serves 20.
It's kind of a funny remark because even if you heard a mumble, you know the referee
Replay.
gave the score.
.13, serves 20.
13 serves 20. That was a strange looking ball
Side
up
out.
there. Miss hit from Cordova led to a side out.
No, that was a let up.
That's a
20,
true,
serves 13.
true statement. 20 serves 13. Referee let the player play through that. It's either that or unavoidable. Now 21 to 13.
You have one left.
Eric Hillgren asking Eric Plummer how many timeouts he has. Plummer respond, you have one left.
21, serves 13.
21 to 13. This is just a one-game match to 25, and you have to win by 2.
It's a point. That's your last one. He got me one. Thank you. He got Dave one. I'll take one. Thank you, Brett.
Yeah.
Once you get up the ball. 22-13.
Score is 22 to 13. You are watching the I know. Referee Eric Plummer talking to me with headset off, although he has it on during the whole match, takes it off to talk to me. Although, Eric, we can talk live on in the booth here. You're talking about that. Yeah, you can give your commentary. There's nothing wrong with that. As a referee, it's very difficult because as a player, you know that if you're in the court, you want to break through some of these picks, what we call breaking through a pick or going through a screen, and give that person the offensive opportunity, or at least the defensive opportunity to make the play. And so you're talking about a play that happened earlier in the game. Eric's not, he's taking the approach that he's not going to talk about anything other than the score. Works in the sporting industry and the media, and he's doesn't talk. He's like the Helen Keller of sports news outlets.
Time in. 22, serves 13.
22 to 13. This is live handball at its finest. A lot of stuff goes on off mic, and a beautiful shot right there from Cordova, and he's fist pumping now. He feels it. Just 2 points away from advancing to the Elite 12.
23, serves 13. Side out.
The ball just had a strange bounce on that left wall. Side out.
13, serves 23.
Eric Hillgren's going to do something different here. Look how he's standing. Overhand. Well, that didn't
Side
work.
out.
Try something else next time.
23, serves 13.
23 serves 13.
Side out. Nice hustle.
It's a nice hustle. You heard it from the ref, and I agree.
13 serves 23.
13 to 23 is the score here. We have to win by 2. First one to 25, unless it's within 2 wins. It's a beautiful serve right there.
Hustle. (23) serves 13.
Cordova 2 points away.
Short.
Match coming up next is
Second serve.
Desi Keegan and Abraham Montijo. Desi Keegan hits the ball hard. We saw that earlier today.
Skip.
Ball does skip in. I don't know what Eric's looking back at the referee for, but he just missed that ball in the front corner. And now Cordova's edging closer. It's the Simple Green Race for 8. And the broadcast sponsored by First Star Sports, where you can up your game and play just like the pros and wear the clothing that they have. firststarsports.com/WPH. Check them out on the internet. And also want to thank Mark Gilmer. When it comes to mineral rights, consulting and the due diligence of required for land acquisitions, get a hold of Mark. Midland, Texas.
23 serves 13.
You can catch him on. That was
Okay,
a point.
okay,
That's
sorry.
right. Our scoreboard has it right.
24 serves 14.
24 to 14. That's his game point. Talk about my buddy Mark Gilmer. He's at markgilmer@msn.com as we watch this final point. And there it is. Cordova qualifies and moves forward into the Elite 12. And this is a very big win for him. And I'm sure if you had the opportunity to talk to him, and we're going to get him up into the booth here, Cordova would tell you that this was a very important win for himself. That means Eric Hillgren will be reffing this match coming up right around the corner. Luis Cordova qualifying for the second time. This is really his first big qualifier. He was a lucky loser is what we called it back in Arizona. We took all of the losers of the qualifying round and had them play off, and he was the one that beat John Bike to actually qualify in April, and now he moves forward. We're going to try to see if we can get Luis Cordova up here for a quick interview. We're going to hang around a little bit as we pull Cordova up here as we get ready for Abraham Montijo's match versus Desi Keegan. You're watching the Simple Green Race for 8 as provided by First Star Sports, where you can up your game by simply going online and checking them out at firststarsports.com/WPH. The scoreboard's been provided by Zions with their energy drink called Zynergy. Online at Zions.com. That's XYIENCE.com. Zions, the official sports drink of the UFC. We're hanging out here waiting for the post-game interview with Luis Cordova. Now making his way up into our booth. Cordova is the recipient of his first bid into the Race for 8. John Bike qualified earlier today when he defeated Dan Armijo 25-17, and then it was Charlie Shanks taking down Eric Plummer in a quick one, 25-4. So we have John Bike, Charlie Shanks, Luis Cordova making it to the qualifying round here. And the next one up will be Desi Keegan and Abraham Montijo. Then how it works is that we go down the list. Number 5 seed pulls a blind draw. Number 5 plays the blind draw. And then that would be Dave Fink. So the 4 qualifiers go into a hat. You pull the name out of the hat, and the first one gets David Fink, and we'll do that right after the conclusion of the Desi Keegan Abraham Montijo match, which is coming up right around the corner. In the meantime, we have in the booth here Luis Cordova. You came in from Mexico. You've qualified before, but you know, Luis, this was the first qualifier in April was a lucky loser, and I know that's not exactly the way you want to be considered, like, well, I was a lucky loser. This is not a lucky loser. This is a real legitimate pro stop with a real legitimate qualifier. How the hell do you feel?
It was pretty good. First time ever I qualified, so I'm excited about it. I really wanted to win.
I saw that you were putting everything out there on the floor today, and I know you do that in your matches, but this seemed a little bit different there. When you felt like you're starting to break away, I saw the fist pumps coming out, which seemed like you're telling yourself, I'm feeling relaxed and good and solid. What was going through your mind there at about, well, I don't know, about 18, 19 points?
Well, I knew I was ahead, but still, I was thinking to myself, come on, just do good shots, and don't think you got it because you don't have it. So I was every time I was like, come on, I was one step closer to qualifying. So, and I knew Eric in Tucson. I played him for 9th place. So I beat him the first game, and the second I was winning, and he came back like big comeback, and he beat me a second game. So I knew that once he does the shots through the middle and he starts killing the ball, he starts screaming and he starts getting into it. He starts getting some points, so I always kept thinking, okay, it doesn't matter, just keep scoring, don't stop scoring. That's what I did, and he never really got into any big. The most he got, I think, was like 3 points in a row. So I think I did what I wanted to do.
Growing up in Mexico, you know, you had a life in Mexico. You still live there. Your mother and your father are there, and what does it mean to you to come into the United States, fly to maybe a high-class club, into this environment that handball has brought us? What does that mean for you to be in this situation? I know it has to be unique.
It is unique. I feel real good that I get the opportunity to come here. When I was smaller, I started getting a lot of help from people from Juarez, and they took me to the Worlds and a few tournaments. And then when I was 13, when I started playing, Ken Dannenbaum from Phoenix, he started bringing me to tournaments. So thanks to him, I started coming out to the United States because we've never been in any tournaments or anything. So he started taking us, and then after that, people from Juarez started bringing me, and now, well, I come because with the money, I try to get the money and then pay my way. But not a lot of people get the chance.
Now,
so.
you know the story from Nate Alvarado Sr. He basically had a life very similar to yours, and he broke out, came into the United States, started winning everything, considered the greatest player of all time. Do you feel that maybe at times you use his story as motivation for yourself?
Yeah, well, I've thought about that like a lot, and people tell me, because they always tell me, come on, you can do it, because people in Juarez, a lot of good players have come out of here, like Poncho Monreal and Nati, and then Poncho's brother, I don't know if he wasn't the top, but he was good. There's good players, so they were always telling me that I could do it. There was also top racquetball players there, so everybody's telling me you can do it. That's why they helped me out a lot.
How does this moment feel? This moment right now, how does that feel to you?
Feels good, awesome. I'm excited about playing tomorrow. I hope I get a good draw tomorrow, and hopefully I can do as good as I play good again. I could have a good game tomorrow.
Okay, we've got a couple people here. We have David Fink, who's ranked 6th in the world.
Yes.
We have Armando Ortiz. I kind of want to stay away from that guy. Tommy Little, and then you have Andy Nett. Out of those guys, they all are dangerous. And actually, they're almost all about the same. Who would you want to pick out of those guys?
I would rather get Andy Nett out of them, and then maybe Tommy.
Now, who's the first one? Andy Nett? Andy, and then go into Tommy.
Tommy, then Mondo, and then Fink. I don't know. They're the same. They're tough.
Okay, well, thanks for coming by the booth.
All right.
Congratulations on qualifying for the Race for 8.
Thanks.
Luis Cordova taking down Eric Hillgren to qualify here. The Race for 8 brought to you by Simple Green, and we are going to have a quick timeout with more action coming up right around the corner with Abraham Montijo and Desi Keegan. You stick around. For Linda Manning, my name is Dave Vincent. We'll be back in just a bit. And racefor8.com.
Working and working out takes a lot of energy. That's why I drink Zenergy. Feeling fantastic and looking good has never been easier. Zions, extreme science for your active lifestyle.
For 20 years, the Inner City Handball Association has educated, mentored, and served young people through handball. Young people that participate in the Inner City Handball Association programs have a high graduation rate from high school and continue on to college. Inner City Handball teams are good athletes, good students, and good ambassadors for the sport of handball. We need your help to continue our work. Inner City Handball Association is a registered 501c3 tax-exempt charity. Please donate today. Thank you.